Point here at the Bumbles McRumbles, and it's finally time for it to all blow up. It's the Bumbles McRumbles 4. Loser leaves town. Here's how the matches are going to work. The Cruel Dad Don Crenshaw and the Power Catch-Up Winslow have been at each other's throats their entire career, and tonight it all blows off. Each team has selected a group of 7 wrestlers to represent them, including in a game of death match. Whoever has the most matches won at the end of the night will win, and the captain of the losing team will be sent packing and removed from the Bumbles McRumbles permanently. Here you can see the matches: Little Lord Birthday versus Little Billy, Zynthos versus Jacket, Dino Boxer versus Aaron Ryan, the game of death match, Batista versus Randy Orton, Footbrawler and Friend versus the DK Crew, and Cool Dad Don Crenshaw versus the Power Cat. And we're starting things up. We are waiting into the first match, a ladder match, versus the 2 littlest members of our roster. It's Little Billy coming down to the ring. This is going to be one of the most difficult tests he's ever been in. As people who have been watching the Bumbles McRumbles since the beginning know, he has been in all of the events, including the ladder match in the Bumbles McRumbles 3 Muscle Dream Impact League. He did not win that match. He came up just a little bit short. Hopefully his fortunes will turn this time as he represents Team Cool Dad. We'll get more into the details of how everything's going to work out as the matches go along, but we need to complete our introductions here, and that includes the introduction of our less savory competitor, and that would happen to be Little Lord Birthday. Another mainstay of the Rumble, somebody who's been around a very long time and has obviously accomplished a lot of finalists in the Muscle Dream Impact League before falling to Pepsi Man, of course. Little Lord Birthday is coming down to the ring representing Team Power Cat. He's coming into the ring. No experience in ladder matches, but the very introduction of those nasty foreign objects means that the playing field has been leveled in terms of Little Billy's skill and Little Lord Birthday's craftiness. It's going to be a real test to see who can employ the better tactics in order to take over the match and grab the briefcase suspended above the ring. As soon as the match starts, we will be seeing the beginning of Bumbles McRumbles 4, and we're getting right into it. Reminder, this is a point system. Whoever wins this match will earn a point for their team, and impressive arm drag counter there by Little Billy. Whoever has the most points at the end of the night will have their captain safe, and the losing team's captain will be eliminated. Either the Power Cat or Cool Dad Don Crenshaw will be eliminated, will be fired from the Bumbles McRumbles forever. I'm noticing here, as in the preliminary steps of the match, Little Lord Birthday can't seem to hang with Little Billy in terms of the grappling game. Every time he goes for a grapple, he's countered. Taken down there with a side Russian leg sweep. And now going for a bit of chain wrestling, and Little Billy has the advantage with a big enziguri step over. And now taunting Little Lord Birthday before going for a big spinning kick. This match is heating up in a big way. Again, if anybody does not know, big page turner. The goal of this match is to grab the briefcase suspended above the ring. In there contains, well, nothing. It's more so a symbolic thing. Big tilt-a-whirl DDT right onto the crowd. The reason that these matches are happening, the reason that we are having this group of matches in the first place is because the Power Cat and Cool Dad Don Crenshaw have just been such a volatile force. As you may have seen last time in the Muscle Dream Impact League, the two had to have their match broken up because they couldn't play by the rules. There was no playing fair between these two. They just wanted to wring out each other's necks. Luckily, we have found a way to curtail that by saying that either man, if they get DQ'd, they will both be thrown out of the league, and neither of them wants that. They want to stick around for a long time. Whoever wins, though, will be safe, and the loser is going to be sent packing. And that's all determined by the matches you're going to see tonight, starting with this match, of course, and in the early goings, Little Billy seemed to have had the advantage, but no, that jumping neck breaker could be what turns the tide. Little Billy's got to make sure that he doesn't let Little Lord Birthday gain a lot of momentum, because a move like that can deal a lot of damage, especially given the fact that Little Lord Birthday imbued, of course, because it is his birthday. But every day's his birthday, so not saying a lot there. Little Billy whipping him into the ropes. Hits him in. No, another swinging neck breaker. Those neck breakers, if he softens up the neck of Little Billy, that's going to cut off the airflow. It's going to cut off a nerve reaction. It's a very smart tactic on Little Lord Birthday's part. Of course, he knows how to dissect somebody almost better than anybody else in the league. Grappling match goes in Little Lord Birthday's favor. I think that in the early goings, we saw that he could not even land a hit on Little Billy, but that spinning back fist shows that that is no longer the case. But Little Billy, of course, not out of the fight yet. Going for those kicks and a big Hurricane Rana. And another tilt-a-whirl DDT right onto the crown. You've got to wonder, when is this match going to turn especially violent? When are they going to whip out the weapons? When are they going to take out the ladders? When are they going to start whipping out those high-flying maneuvers that we know them for? Big belly-to-belly overhead. That's the first big move of the entire night, and that's going to be one of many. We're going to see a lot of big moves and a lot of big matches. We have a lot of matches signed up for tonight. We have, of course, this match, a ladder match. The next match, Zynthos versus Jack in a hardcore match, big back suplex. The Dino Boxer will take on Aaron Ryan in a boxing match. And we have the Game of Death match, which I'm saving an explanation for when we finally get there, because that is going to be a very interesting match, wringing the arm of Little Lord Birthday, trying to stop him from being able to climb those ladders in the first place, and a big standing moonsault. Those are the athletics of Little Billy. That's what you see. That's what you come to see him for. Those moves always impress, like this tilt-a-whirl arm drag. His acrobatics are just unmatched. Going for a running maneuver, no. Grabs him out of it, elbow to the face. Trying to disorient him, discombobulate maybe. But Little Billy's not going to be thrown off that easily. Gets him into a headlock and a big knee to the mush. But he misses a kick. I think that those moves I was talking about, that elbow, those swinging neck breakers, might finally be taking their toll. But he's pounding him with kicks in the corner. Grabs his arm. What's he doing? Jumping up on the ropes. Big tilt-a-whirl arm drag. That seems to be his move. He's targeting the arms, trying to make sure that Little Lord Birthday doesn't get the chance to climb the ladder. It's very interesting. A nice tactic. You never seen that. You might want to target the legs, but the arms, if you can't get a grip on that ladder, Little Lord Birthday, the first one to exit the ring. That's a very telling part of the match. He's conceded that he cannot beat him in the wrestling game, but he also didn't bring the ladder in yet. Maybe he wants to see if he can soften up Little Billy just a little bit more, but with that standing moonsault, I don't think so. Trying to soften up Little Billy so he can use that ladder unimpeded. Gets him into a headlock before going for a tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana. Little Billy going for those tilt-a-whirl moves with such frequency, no! But that springboard move didn't hit the mark like he wanted it to. That can be dangerous. Little Billy, of course, loves to entertain the crowd, loves to have fun. He's a little boy after all, but he's got to make sure he doesn't go for too many moves that end up putting him in a worse way than his opponent. He's climbing the ladder on the outside. This might be what I'm talking about. He might be posturing to the fans a little bit too much. And Little Lord Birthday stalking around. He's trying to get off the ladder, but Little Lord Birthday yanks him down by the waistline. And he's trying to back up. He's trying to get out of the way, but he gets a headlock. Big step over Enziguri. Our two resident fat guys, of course, manning the commentary table. We want to make sure that they think they're doing a great job. Big. Was that a moonsault drop kick? Unbelievable. The athletics, although the athletics might not be enough on the outside here where Little Lord Birthday's in his element. I speak too soon, though. That big step over kick could be what changes the dynamic of the match. Little Lord Birthday on the outside futzing with a ladder, but meanwhile, Little Billy is on the inside with the ladder, setting it up right underneath where he needs to. That spotlight denotes where they need to set up the ladder. Big European-style uppercut and a kick to the corner, ramming his gut. What's he gonna do now? What? Irish whipping him into the ladder, knocking the ladder over, and a poison Frankensteiner! Good God! That move would knock out anyone, a lesser human. If somebody wasn't trained to wrestle, they'd be out of it by this point. No, knocks him down. Little Billy going for the briefcase. He's got his hands up. No, he slips. What's that? He's slipping off of the briefcase. He can't seem to get a good grip on it and falls off. Did Little Lord Birthday, he greased up the case. That case has grease on it! And he can't get it, but he knows exactly where to grab to get a grip on it. And he's pulling it down. He's got a great grip on it. This might be the end. No! What's he doing? He's suspended in the air. Little Billy! Electric chair drop! Drops him down and... Oh my God! Do you see that crimson mask? Oh my goodness, he's been busted open something fierce. Going for the European-style uppercut and more kicks, waylaying him, but it looks like... No! A matrix kick! Rings the arm again. Kicks to the face. Little Billy, one of the best strikers in the league, going for his satellite DDT. Onto the ladder. Lands his skull directly onto the ladder. That's gotta hurt. That can't... I don't know how he can keep moving. That's gonna exaggerate and aggravate the flow of blood. Meanwhile, no, Little Lord Birthday with a tornado DDT off the top rope. You gotta wonder... No! Little Billy hits him with his move. He hasn't named his move yet. That's the, trials of being a youngster like him. He doesn't have the creativity to name that move yet. Trying to throw Little Lord Birthday to the outside. No, low bridge! Into a ladder! He could have dinged his ankle there if he loses any power in those legs. Not as only is he losing those kicks, which we've seen have been a very integral part of his moveset, but he's also losing the ability to climb that ladder and win the match. You can't win a ladder match if you can't climb a ladder. But it seems that his legs are just fine. That big step over Enziguri is just what he needed, throwing him into the corner now. Waylaying him with punches. He's got to try to get into that ring and win the match here and now while Little Lord Birthday's preoccupied on the outside. He isn't for much longer, though. He's setting up the ladder right where it needs to go, and Little Lord Birthday knocking the ladder over. I can't say I understand that tactic. He could have simply taken out Little Billy and then climbed the ladder. But 3 consecutive step kicks to the face leave Little Billy in a bit of a daze. And now he's throwing Little Lord Birthday into the ropes. I think he dinged his ankle off of that ladder. And now he's managed to mount an offensive back against Little Billy. Although you gotta wonder how well he's going to be with that blood flowing. Pretty good considering the fact that he dodged the Enziguri and goes straight for a swinging neck breaker. A flipping leg drop though doesn't catch the mark. And a big Hurricane Rana onto the ladder! You gotta wonder how much more is in these men. Little Lord Birthday clearly cannot have much left in him, but Little Billy is setting up something. Goes for a big drop kick, sending Little Lord Birthday to the outside. You get to see that blood all... Little Billy! Big double foot stomp to the outside! Running off of the ladder in the ring! Did you see that? He ran off of the ladder to gain more leverage. A big running double foot stomp onto Little Lord Birthday. Dragging him into the ladder, it's impossible to tell. I can't believe what we've seen here so far. On top of all the moves that we've seen, big Dino on the outside. Little Lord Birthday on the outside, though, wasn't dazed too much by that double foot stomp, it seems. Still knows how to get back into the ring, knows where he is. Big knee to the mush. Into the ropes. Ringing that arm again. He wants to soften up that arm. He does not want Little Lord Birthday to be able to climb that ladder. Little Billy readjusting the ladder, but a kip up! A kip up! You're telling me he has enough strength to do a kip up? Both the men climbing the ladders. A big punch. No, counters him, rakes the eyes. He's blinded by his own blood. Little Billy, powerbomb off the top of the ladder. And now he's going back up. He's got to grab the briefcase. Slipping, he's got to get tangled with that grease. But is it enough? No, he slips again. Can he grab it? Yes. Little Lord Birthday, the first shot across the bow. Little Lord Birthday wins the first match for Team Cool Dad. That ladder match was intense. It was hard fought. It was exciting. It was all sorts of things, but most importantly, it's a win in the column of Team Cool Dad Don Crenshaw. The first win goes to his team thanks to the good efforts of Little Billy. Incredible effort by both men. Little Lord Birthday showing more guts than I expected from him. But ultimately, the win has to go to Little Billy. A content warning for this next match. Things are going to get brutal. It's a hardcore match between the two most hardcore wrestlers in our entire federation. Coming out first, with a new lease on life and a new theme song, Hydrogen, is Jacket. Jacket, of course, having a bit of a conversation with some folks that we may not be able to see. Man, you do not want to get on the bad side of. He is a very volatile character. He is a quite the unhinged personality, if you may say. We're not even sure exactly how to credit him. We sent him checks in the mail, but they always come back a bit different than we found them. And now he's coming into the ring, and oh no, oh god! Everybody, please, from the front row, please clear the path. He seems to have smelled a Russian, and things are excuse me. I get a bit antsy when I see him rear back like that. I automatically assume the worst. But coming out on Team Cool Dad. Jacket is on Team Power Cat. This is on Team Cool Dad. It's Zynthos, the roughneck alien from the planet of Pluton 9, I believe, unless I'm getting my facts mixed up. He's coming down to the ring representing Team Cool Dad, thanks to the fact that Cool Dad simply bought him a pack of beer. His ID is not functioning on this planet. It is in a language that no simple beer jockey would understand, but Cool Dad vouched for him, and that is enough to earn his loyalty. And these two are going to be in a hardcore match set for a 10-minute time limit, because we know that if we simply let these two have the run of it, we're going to be here all night. There's simply no way of knowing when this match would end otherwise, so it is a strict 10-minute time limit. Anything after that, it is a double DQ, and neither team gets a point. I'm going to start the action soon. Here you see the studded glove of Zynthos, hopefully so that he believes that he can punch harder that way. Really just giving the fans a show. Hopefully he does not expend all of his energy here, because Jacket is one tough customer and is not going to go down very easily unless he brings his A game and, of course, uses weapons to his advantage. Although against Jacket, I'm not sure how well those are going to work. The man has been through hell and back, but then again, Zynthos has been all around the galaxy. Opening shot from Jacket onto Zynthos, and immediately waylaying him with shots. Knocks him right to the ground. Jacket's coming out of the gates, gun blazing. But Zynthos not going to take it lying down. Big Bulldog puts these two back at 0, exchanging punches, going for a grapple. I don't expect this to be a Matt Classic, a clinical match. Don't expect to learn any new moves or holds. You're going to learn how much a person can bleed. That's the only thing you're going to learn from this match. Big arm drag from Jacket onto Zynthos. And a kip up, but it doesn't seem to do much good as Jacket nearly dumped to the outside. Zynthos, big spear onto the barricade. That's got to hurt the rib. That's going to hurt airflow. That's going to hurt survivability. And Zynthos seems to be targeting the core of Jacket now. I'm not sure exactly if that's going to work out in the long run, but now the two, big DDT on the outside. The two are near weapons. Those are chairs. And I think Jacket's stalking, picking the chair that he likes better. And now simply looking at Zynthos, waiting for him to get up. No! Slams him down with the chair, and a big shot to the dome, onto the legs. Legs again. The chair is broken. All right, he just broke the chair. And now he's going for a Russian neck breaker. Of course, he knows a thing or two about breaking Russian necks. You can see there the seat has detached from the metal frame of the chair, throwing him into the barricade. I think Zynthos needs to mount a comeback here like that, because otherwise, I think Jacket might have a bit of an advantage. With those punches, you gotta understand that there's no way that if... I don't know what that is. He's praising somebody. I'm not sure. Oh, he's going for punches. You gotta understand that momentum in this match is weighted so much more than your average match, because those weapons are big tide turners. And those punches knock Zynthos clear off his feet, but not out. Throws him into the ring apron. And then he's going for a big back body drop. Lands him directly on the back, on the neck. Goes for a pinfall. And it gets the 2 count. I guess pins are counted anywhere. I mean, we're throwing all the rest of the rules out of the book. Why not pinfall locations? Pinfalls can happen anywhere, it seems. Ring that arm. Landing blows on Zynthos, throwing him into the barricade. These two have spent more time out of the ring than in it. Waylaying him with those punches to the dome. The squishy skull of Zynthos. His race had to evolve to have squishy skulls to survive the intense gravity of his planet. But we're going back into the ring. Jacket stays on the outside, though. Zynthos comes back out to meet him. Oh no, an elbow to Zynthos. And a big bulldog. Zynthos, this could be the moment that he regains momentum if he can land a signature move like a stunner! A big stunner and a stomp! Goes for another pinfall. Jacket could be out. 1, 2, 3. Are you serious? He kicked out of that? That's his finishing maneuver. On the outside, no less, although I don't think that there would be much of a difference depending on where you do the stunner. It's going to hurt no matter what. In fact, it might have hurt Zynthos a little more, landing on the hard outside rather than the inside, which at least has a little bit of padding, but it still has a lattice of wood boards underneath. That might have hurt his tailbone, but no doubt Jacket got the worst of it. Launches him into the corner, setting him up for a big vertical suplex. There it is! Crack onto the back. We don't know how Jacket's going to end this match. He does not have necessarily a standard finishing maneuver. He simply has the moves he likes to use to win matches, like this one. Stomp to the corner. And oh my goodness! Somebody needs to blur that out. Oh my God! What's Jacket doing now? He's stomped Zynthos into near unconsciousness. He's got the chair. He's got another chair. Slamming it down onto the core of Zynthos. Just like Zynthos had tried to target the core of Jacket. No, we saw this before. He's wrapped it around his ankle. He's gonna Pillmanize him. Oh, I hate that. I hate that move so much. That is a painful move. Oh my God, I can feel my ankles in pain just from it. Big vertical suplex. I don't want to say that he's down and out because he's a tough customer, but I think Zynthos might be out of it. All those big moves back to back. No, I doubted him. Zynthos, fighting for Team Cool Dad, is able to fight back against Jacket. And now goes for the ground and pound using that studded glove. If he's smart, he'd grab the chair now, but no, he's trying to hoist him up. Goes for a punch, goes for a big clothesline, knocks him straight off his feet. Now he's going for, again? Goodness, we're giving the censor something to think about. Go over the pinfall, 1, kicks out at 1. Nobody goes for the stunner. Knocks him down. Barking in his face, get a quick replay. Good golly, Miss Molly, another, Jesus, stop it, guys. We gotta censor that. You're giving the guys in the back something really hard to do. Goes for the pinfall, 1, kicks out at 1. You've gotta be kidding me. What is in Jacket? Is that Jacket stuffed with Kevlar? What's in there? Going for a side Russian leg sweep. Goodness, I can't believe that Jacket has this intestinal fortitude, but he's going for the execution. Curb stomp! That might be all she wrote. No, Jacket's still not done. He's procuring a new weapon on the outside. We've just elapsed. This match has gone by. 6 minutes have gone by. They've got to put this away in the next 4 minutes, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Explodes with a sledgehammer. The solid iron of the sledgehammer mushing up the guts of Zynthos. And now it seems he's going for a new maneuver. What's he going for? No! Zynthos finds a way to reverse it. How is that possible? Goes for a DDT. No, another side Russian leg sweep. I think he might have dinged his head off the back of that sledgehammer. Knocks him down. Before bringing him right back up. We got 7 minutes to finish this match. Vertical suplex onto the chair. Oh, the spine has got to be in such agony, and he's still trying to get that weird little taunt over. We've got to see where this match is coming to a conclusion. I think it might be soon. Throwing it, Zynthos into the ropes. Goes for a big glute press. I think that might have been the knockout blow. I think we can count it done here, and I think this is just a formality. 1, 2, 3. The brutality we saw in that match was unlike anything we've seen in the Bumbles McRumbles thus far. That was heinous. That's what that match was. That was heinous. And more importantly, it counts as a win, a point in the column of Team Power Cat. The score is now tied up. Lil Billy won his match. That's a point for Team Cool Dad. Now Jacket's won his match. That's a point for Power Cat. That means we're tied up at 1-1. And whoever gets the most points, their captain is safe, but the opposing captain is eliminated from the Bumbles McRumbles forever. They're fired, given the pink slip, sent packing. And now for the next match, we've got a very interesting one. Fans of the channel for a long time are going to be really excited to see this one. We've pit our 2 preeminent boxers, multi-sport athletes together in a boxing match. No countouts, no leaving the ring, and the only way to win, no pinfall, no submission, knockout is the only way to win this match. Now, coming down to the ring. An original from the first Rumble going up against a second Rumble blow-in. The Dino Boxer here in his robe that we didn't get to see him in for much of the original Rumble because he came down to the ring so gung-ho ready to fight. This is a big fight deal immediately. The Dino Boxer, held down by his theme music. You gotta wonder, that dinosaur strength, that Cretaceous strength, it's going to play a big factor. I think that might give him more knockout potential. Meanwhile, his opponent is wily, and that's certainly something that the Dino Boxer with his large frame might struggle with. Oh, Jesus. Christmas! Okay, yeah, it's Aaron Ryan. Aaron Ryan gets to be in the match because he's the only other boxer. And wouldn't you notice, you wouldn't have to guess very hard to guess that he's representing Team Power Cat. He is of low moral fiber, and was easily swayed to the side of the Power Cat, who has, of course, gotten together this group of reprobates. Excuse my pronunciation, please. It's a very taxing job on the vocal cords. Aaron Ryan was all too pleased to come join the side of darkness, and that includes trying to get rid of the beloved Cool Dad Don Crenshaw, the first ever Bumbles McRumbles winner. Now he is representing the Power Cat in this boxing match. Yes, you've never seen a boxing match in the Bumbles McRumbles before, and I'm really excited to see how this one comes out. I hope it's a Mike Tyson-style knockout for the Dino Boxer onto the no good, nefarious Aaron Ryan, who is the source of all of my pain and suffering in the world. Match starting, two opponents sizing each other up, goes for blows to the gut, immediately grapples, and a snapmare, and a stomp. Okay, rules of boxing are immediately out of the ring instantly. There's no adherence to the rules, much to my, of course, chagrin. These two are just going hell for leather, using whatever they got to win. Dino Boxer up against the ropes, trapped there by Aaron Ryan, but no, manages to reverse it. That was an elbow to the face into the nose of Aaron Ryan. Aaron Ryan seems to have the striking advantage. He has range on the Dino Boxer. Let's say that. He has range. Aaron Ryan does not have to work as hard to get in for good punches, good hits, as the Dino Boxer does thanks to his small dinosaur arms. But at the same time, you gotta think about the fact that the Dino Boxer definitely has the strength advantage. Aaron Ryan's known for a lot of things, but it's not his strength. Big power slam, that's a classic Greco-Roman boxing slam. Dino Boxer seeming to have a bit of a daze from the outset. You've got to wonder, maybe, I hope he hasn't taken a bad knock to the noggin early on into the match. Throwing Aaron Ryan into the corner, big German suplex! I mean, if we're just doing anything, if we're doing whatever we want, if it's Calvin Ball rules in boxing, you might as well. Big punch to the mush. Dino Boxer taking down Aaron Ryan, taunting. Now tossing Aaron Ryan into the corner. What's he gonna do now? No, swaps positions, puts Dino Boxer in the corner, big short arm clothesline. Aaron Ryan once again posturing. He thinks he's already got this match in the bag, but the bell's not ringing until the Dino Boxer doesn't get up. Or Aaron Ryan preferably doesn't get up. Big blow, knocks him down again. There's no telling which one of these blows is gonna be the one that keeps him down permanently. Either one of these men, because the Dino Boxer coming back with some big blows. Aaron Ryan reverses it though. They're trading blows. Neither man can seem to get the advantage on the other. Meanwhile, big belly-to-belly slam puts Aaron Ryan back in the driver's seat of the match. But no, Dino Boxer, the wily veteran, been around for over 350 million years, no doubt. Training his boxing skills, of course, loves the USA, as his trunks would imply. Puts Aaron Ryan... No, Aaron Ryan seems to have the advantage going in, but nope, reverses it, puts him in the corner, puts Baby in the corner, big gut kick. Rings the arm, elbow to the face. And now it seems like, no, he's stomping him out. He's telling him, give up, stay down. Big stomp to the gut. And now he's slamming the head against the mat. That could be a very good way to knock your opponent out. Not very boxing-like. I would expect more from who's ostensibly on the side of good, the Dino Boxer, but Aaron Ryan might be worthy of the punishment. No, reverses it, sends him slamming down to the mat, and now double axe handle to the back of the neck. Aaron Ryan's going for the dirty knockout, it seems. Doesn't care what he has to do, not going for the respectable boxing way to win. He's going for rabbit punches, he's going for low blows. But it's not like the Dino Boxer isn't fighting back just the same way. Big European uppercut! You see, no, Dino Boxer going for the same club to the back that Aaron Ryan did just a minute ago that I admonished him for. Dino Boxer certainly not, you know, a squeaky clean white meat babyface like we're used to. Certainly not what we expect from the rest of the Cool Dad's team. But he gets the job done, and that's what's important. Still hammering those elbows onto Aaron Ryan's face. But Aaron Ryan gets the advantage again, going for multiple punches. Knocks him off his feet. We've seen Dino Boxer on his back for a lot of this match, but it seems like he might be getting his second wind. Oh no, Aaron Ryan is getting put back into an unenviable position. Headbutt to the back of the neck. Certainly not what we'd hope for from a good guy, but you know what? We'll take what we can get. Aaron Ryan whipped into the corner. Dino Boxer going for a big clothesline. No, reverses the reversal. Aaron Ryan up to the top rope. Corkscrew elbow. I hate to give anything to Aaron Ryan. I really do. I can't stand him. Personally, I just have no time for him, but that was amazing. What a maneuver. Reversed reversals, ran up to the top rope and a big corkscrew elbow. And now he's stomping him in the corner, telling him to stay down, blurring it out for some reason, might be giving him the middle finger underneath those gloves. Censors caught it in time. Aaron Ryan stalking his down prey, wondering when's it going to be enough. No, kicks him away, uses those strong Dino legs. But no, Aaron Ryan praising the god of cheating, presumably for a punch that will knock out the Dino Boxer, but he doesn't get it. And now it seems like Dino Boxer's gotten the advantage. Another elbow. He is really relying on those elbows. And you gotta wonder if maybe Aaron's used to it. He's absorbed the punishment, so it's just natural to him. Another elbow. He's got to switch up his maneuvers or else he's going to be history. Kick directly to the penis. Aaron Ryan and Dino Boxer have gotten a lot more even in this match than I had anticipated. Aaron Ryan with the elbow now taking down the Dino Boxer. What? He's hitting him. Reverses, throws him into the ropes. And a big arm drag. And now Dino Boxer playing to the crowd. I would never have anticipated this is how the match would play out. Throwing him into the ropes. What's he going to do now? Launches him up. Big uppercut! Oh my god, that was a knockout! We just saw the Dino Boxer get his clock cleaned by that unbelievable pop-up European uppercut! I hate so much that Aaron Ryan had to be such an impressive fighter in this match, but unfortunately, that's just how the news goes, and Aaron Ryan has earned another point for Team Power Cat, putting them at a 2-1 lead in front of the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw's team. Aaron Ryan, volatile, trying to attack another cameraman on the outside. Very happy with the fact that he won, but unfortunately, it is a win for the side of the bad guys, as now we move on to the Game of Death. Before we get on to our next match, it's time for a world premiere announcement! For the first time ever, the Bumbles McRumbles Wrestling Association is announcing an event ahead of time! Next time, the Bumbles McRumbles presents the New Blood Rumble. The roster's getting a shot in the arm, with 20 new wrestlers in an all-new Rumble. 10 spots are locked in, and the rest is up to you. The top 10 wrestler ideas in the comment section below will be made into competitors who will fight for championship glory. Simply comment your idea and hope for the best. The winners will be announced, well, as soon as they're coming down to the ring, I suppose. Get to commenting, and good luck! The Bumbles McRumbles is debuting its very own new gimmick match, the Game of Death. Those of you who are fans of the Rumble portion of the Bumbles McRumbles are going to be very, very happy because this is 2 teams of 5 taking on each other in an over-the-top rope elimination match. That's right, the 2 people coming down to the ring will fight in an over-the-top rope challenge. If they're thrown over the top rope and sent to the outside, they're eliminated. The next person from their team will then come down to take their place. This will continue until both teams either run out of members or one team wins. One team has to win. You may not even see all the entrants for one team, but you will see, of course, this man representing Team Power Cat Mutant Sword. A highwayman, a gun for hire. He was not a hard get for the Power Cat. He just had to shell out a bit of the money that he had spent so much time accruing over his long career. Meanwhile, some of you may be shocked to see this man representing Team Cool Dad. It's the Yellow Jacket. Now, we've seen a lot of the Yellow Jacket over these Rumbles, appearing in the Bumbles Rumbles 2 and having a pretty prominent position in Muscle Dream Impact League. Yellow Jacket has always been seen as a very surly character, but this time, I don't know exactly how he did it, but the Cool Dad was able to play at the heartstrings of the Yellow Jacket and get him on his side, on the side of good. I couldn't explain to you how it happened, but needless to say, we might have seen a change of heart in the Yellow Jacket. I don't know. You can see him here now, proudly gesturing to the fans, syncing up his movements with his music. Very impressive. It takes a lot of coordination to do something like that, a lot of ring awareness. But he's going up against a very tough customer, a very strong competitor in the Mutant Sword. Excuse me, I almost called him the Dino Boxer. We've recently had two back-to-back matches with dinosaurs. You can understand my confusion, at least a little bit, I hope. You've got to think that they want to get their opponent out of the ring as soon as possible because they want to conserve energy for when the next person comes in. So you've got to soften him up here and now, and it looks like Yellow Jacket might have found what he needs to do. That double underhook suplex mixed with the elbow drops and stomps, punches. But one blow from Mutant Sword is all it's going to take to send him right back to where he started in terms of damage. He's already on the outside, but Mutant Sword not able to react in time, and Yellow Jacket able to take advantage of that, whipping him into the ropes, but no, stops short and rebounds him for a clothesline elbow. Chops him into the corner, big single leg drop kick. Runs around, goes for a big maneuver, gets an elbow, a forearm to the face, and there it goes, the signature taunt, seeing the bees only he can see. Lifts up Mutant Sword, a bit dazed. Kick to the leg sends him back to the corner. Running maneuver, no, fails. Mutant Sword, no. Backbreaker into neckbreaker. A signature maneuver of the Yellow Jacket, not one of his signature moves, but a move he likes to bust out every match. Whips him into the ropes. Goes for it again. Backbreaker into neckbreaker. You gotta wonder, you gotta think that Cool Dad is very much happy that he was able to get the Yellow Jacket on his side. Slice spread number 2. Because he's got a very strong ally. This is an acrobatic wrestler, this is a strong wrestler, and is he going to be strong enough to muscle out Mutant Sword here? We're about to see. Has him jostled in the corner, getting him up onto that top rope. This is a very dangerous position to be in. He's almost got him dumped out, he's got him on the ropes, but it looks like Mutant Sword, no! Elbow to the face, means that Mutant Sword staying in for just a little while longer, but maybe not, he's up against those ropes. Yellow Jacket backing off, and now a test of strength between the two. And of course, you had to know Mutant Sword was going to come out on top of a test of strength between these two. But a kick to the gut. He's going for the gut. He's going after the injured parts of Mutant Sword. And Mutant Sword takes advantage of his lapse in judgment, his lapse in offense, and gets him up against the ropes, trying to push him out. He could go out any second now. In a very precarious situation. No, Yellow Jacket with a big punch to the side of the head. Knees him in the gut. Big single leg dropkick takes down the dinosaur. Went a bit Porky Pig there for a second, folks. I apologize. You gotta understand the match is chaos here. From the outset, another dropkick into the corner. He's got him on the ropes. But no, whips him into the ropes. What's he going for now? Another backbreaker into neckbreaker. You gotta think he's targeting the spine overall. And that's a good idea. As we've seen before, attacking the spine can be a very advantageous position. Poison Frankensteiner! Just like the one we saw earlier with Little Billy and Little Lord Birthday. The Poison Frankensteiner. A dangerous move. One that is feared by all, but it was not enough to keep Mutant Sword off the offensive, as now he's going to try to push Yellow Jacket out. He's put a bit more into it. No! Wasn't able to get the job done that time. Whips Yellow Jacket outside of the ring yet again, but no, punches him right in the teeth. And a spin kick. What's he going for now? Tries to go for a light kick to keep the distance, but it does not pay off, as now Mutant Sword's got him back on the ropes. Yellow Jacket, he's been up against the ropes way more times than Mutant Sword has, but when Mutant Sword was up against the ropes, he was in a much worse position. Now it looks like he's got him on the ropes again. No! Punch to the mush. Yellow Jacket's got him in a headlock. No! Mutant Sword counters. And a big jumping DDT. Keeps him down. This is a dangerous position. You don't want to be in a losing position against Mutant Sword because once that ball gets rolling, it's very hard to stop. Reverses it. Sees the bees. A double kick to the face, but it has no effect. Got him in a headlock. Elbow and knee to the head, the front and the back. And now he's wringing the arm, slamming it down. Gets him up against the ropes again. No, elbow to the face. Wringing the arm. Slams the arm down with his own. Strikes it. Ladies and gentlemen, rips him into the corner again. Big elbow. But you could see in his run up there that the energy has already been expended, and when the next person comes out, that's going to be very bad. Another forearm to the face. You gotta wonder, maybe he should stop with all the fancy running attacks and just try to put the match away like he might be right now. Has Mutant Sword on the ropes. He's pushing him out. He's got him in a bad way. He's got him all the way over the ropes almost. Is he gonna get him out? Hooks the leg. Throws out Mutant Sword. Mutant Sword has been eliminated, and that means that Yellow Jacket's now going to take on the next wrestler who comes out, which, well, that's music that we're not very familiar with. It's only in the Bumbles and Crumbles 2. Coming out to the ring, it's the Invisible Man. Fighting on the side of the Power Cat Jeff Winslow. You gotta wonder, why is that? I thought him and Cool Hat Paul were friends, and Cool Hat Paul has a match coming up later in the night on the side of the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw. It seems that maybe some love lost, not choosing him to be in his tag team. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. It's very difficult to figure out what's going on, but the motives of the Invisible Man are unknowable, just like his true form. And once he disrobes and gets into the ring, it's gonna be a nightmare for the Yellow Jacket to try to grapple with a man he can't even see. It's like fighting a nightmare almost. Taking his sweet time entering the ring. Hopefully Yellow Jacket didn't expend all of his energy hopping there, trying to keep the momentum up. And now him and the Invisible Man are going for grabs. Big headlock takeover. And we can assume that was a knee drop. Yellow Jacket can only see with his eyes. He doesn't have the same infrared vision that someone like Mutant Sword would have. Meanwhile, the Invisible Man now has a massive advantage, but that head acts as a weak point. He knows that there's got to be a body connected to that head, hopefully. But he didn't see that punch coming, and now the Invisible Man locking up with Yellow Jacket. Goes for a go-behind position. Big body drop. No! He knows exactly where to go. He can't see the body, but he knows exactly where the head is, and he's raking the eyes. The glasses and the bandaged head give it all away. But still, there are going to be those hits that he doesn't see coming, like this one. Big DDT onto the antennae. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Yellow Jacket thrown into the corner, and now the Invisible Man coming to throw him out. I don't know if Yellow Jacket's going to even know where to push away from, but he does. He has that ring awareness. He knows where he's going to try to grab. He knows where his weak spots are, and he knows that that kick was coming and reverses it into a dragon screw leg whip. Big stalling vertical suplex onto Yellow Jacket, though. I don't know. Yellow Jacket might not have the same energy that he needs if he wants to win this match. Big drop kick, presumably, into the corner. And a knee and a diving headbutt into the chest. We're going for stomps. Yellow Jacket, I hate to say it, Yellow Jacket might be spent. No! Three Stooges poked to the eyes! Again, those big red glasses are targets for the eyes. The vital part, his opponent might not be able to see him, but he needs to see his opponent if he wants to win. Grappling, trying to get position, no. The Invisible Man once again getting the better of Yellow Jacket. Big drop kick. What's he doing? No! Nearly eliminated him, nearly tossed him right over that top rope with a clothesline, but he's still in a bad position. He could be thrown out right now, and I think it might be his grip is loosening. Yellow Jacket's been eliminated. But that does mean the next man for Team Cool Dad Don Crenshaw is coming out. And would you ever guess? We thought that Yellow Jacket was an out of the blue pick to be on the good guys team. Skeletor. Skeletor is fighting for the good guys. Unbelievable. Incredible. I would never expect this from Skeletor. Such a nasty, reprehensible character is now fighting out of the corner of the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw. If I had to guess the reason why this alliance has been forged, I'd have to say, I know that the Cool Dad's kids, big fans of He-Man, They don't got posters of He-Man, though. They got posters of the Dark Lord himself, Skeletor, dancing his way down to the ring. That might have been what sold it. Having fans, genuine fans, is all it took to get Skeletor on his side. Dancing down to the ring, extending his fist for a fist bump to the fans that they do not reciprocate. They don't know how to react to this news. It's going to be very confusing for the fans. Invisible Man has fled the ring as Skeletor gets to continue his dancing. But now the match has got to start. If it can't be a dance party all the time, unlike what Skeletor would want, as the two get back into a grappling position, and Skeletor, a powerhouse, a big-time hitter for the Cool Dads team, takes it to the Invisible Man. He just launched him up, and now sized him up, big knee slam onto the back of the head. I know the Invisible Man counters, he didn't see that hit coming, but I think that maybe Skeletor might have cast a spell on himself to see the Invisible Man before he came down to the ring. What smart maneuvers. Big float over DDT, a float over DDT where you don't even finish the float over before doing the DDT. It's like a full satellite rotation and a big elbow drop. Skeletor saw that the Yellow Jacket was struggling out there, so quickly cast a spell on himself so to make sure that he could see the Invisible Man and he wouldn't be caught unaware. But unfortunately, those pokes to the eyes still do a lot. I think a big sit-out slam from the Invisible Man onto Skeletor, rattling his brains. Catching the kick from Skeletor into another Dragon Screw leg whip. I think a leg drop there missed. As now Skeletor's back on the offensive, but he's got to be able to grab onto the Invisible Man, who counters with a side-rushing leg sweep that he didn't see coming. It seems that Skeletor, no, again reversed. Skeletor, that spell might not have worked as well as we'd all hoped. Punches him into the ropes. Skeletor now whipping him into the ropes. Big knee lift, but he misses because he can't see his opponent. Oh no, that could spell disaster. If he keeps missing those moves, unlike that big vertical suplex, the Invisible Man might be able to sneak away with a win. I'm not sure. But Skeletor whipping him into the ropes again. Misses again. You've got to stop going for those moves where you got to leave anything up to chance. You got to go for sure hits, and you got to make them count. Like he's going to try to make this elimination count. He's got the Invisible Man on the ropes, and he's ducking him down. He could be eliminated right here, right now. If he can find that leg, he can hook it over and send him flying, which he does. No! No, Skeletor just barely can't get the job done. How unfortunate. But wait. He's got him in a grappling position. No. Belly-to-belly suplex from the Invisible Man. It's deadly here. You gotta wonder, how much are these men willing to put in, because this is a lot of effort, and you gotta understand Skeletor, if he goes the distance, has 3 other wrestlers to go through after the Invisible Man, and he might not even get there on the outside like that. The Invisible Man trying to size him up, but no. Skeletor reverses it, grabs him, gets him in a headlock. Big float over power slam. He's got him set up, pushing him into the ropes. What's he trying now? Kick to the gut. Back up against those ropes, and Skeletor's just keeping him there, rope-a-doping him a little bit. He's delivering a lot of punishment to the Invisible Man. He's making sure that even if he is eliminated, he's not going to let the Invisible Man get out of here without a fight. But he might just eliminate him right now if he can get that leg hook. That's the most important part. If he can take away that base, he might just have it here. And does he? No! The Invisible Man always has an arm that we just aren't ready for, hooked onto those ropes. Backflip by Skeletor, that signals he's still got a lot of fight left in him, but the Invisible Man's looking to take it away from him. Whipping him into the corner, he can go in for an elimination. Yes, he is. He's trying to lift up Skeletor and get him out. Can Skeletor escape it? No, he's up on those top ropes. He better hook his leg around that top rope real quick, or elbow him right in the face. Invisible Man countering with an elbow. An errant elbow, keeping him from getting any more. Oh my God, he found the most important part of the body, the neck for a choke slam! He's exposed, he's got nowhere else to hide. The Invisible Man's on display. Whipping him into the ropes. Almost eliminated, hangs on, nearly skins the cat back into the ring. But that's just what Skeletor wanted, more of a chance to punish him. Gets him in the corner, sets him up, big boot. And the Invisible Man has been eliminated. Another win for Team Cool Dad. But unfortunately, the fight's not over here, not by a long shot. We still got the other half of the team to get through. And the first half, representing the second part of the Power Cats team, is Toggoth Firesoul, the demon. Toggoth, one of the most wily and devilish creatures, no doubt you could tell by his appearance in the Rumbles. He did not make much of an impression in his first appearance, but seeing as he's a quite lowly demon in the Demon Order, it was no problem for the Power Cat to get him on his side. Simple blood sacrifice of a newborn baby goat, and he was on his way. He was carrying some sort of dark chalice down with him. I don't know if there's a potion in there or not. That's two spellcasters, potion users, magic wielders, I think is the appropriate term to use there, in the ring at the same time. That's going to no doubt lead to a very odd situation. Drinking deep from it. Perhaps it gives him strength, I'm not sure. Never be too sure with Toggoth. His small frame and brittle appearance belies the heart of a maniac. Will do anything to win, and hopefully he hopes to show this off against Skeletor, who is quite the more experienced magic user and much stronger physically. But still, it's going to be difficult to see who ends up taking this one. I cannot see the future. I myself do not have any magical powers. I just know what I know, and what I know is written in this program here. What I do know is that was a fantastic backflip. And a palm strike immediately takes Toggoth off his feet, but he is not defeated. Battered, but not broken. But he is now being thrown against those ropes. Looking at these two power-wise, it may seem like a bit of a mismatch with a big arm drag. It may seem like a bit of a mismatch, thanks to the fact that Skeletor, much more physically imposing, much taller, has better reach, and arguably has better style with a kip-up like that. Toggoth calling for a timeout is not going to get it, but still seems to come out of that attack better than his opponent, is what I would say if it wasn't for a big belly-to-belly suplex like that one. Toggoth already seeming a little dazed. Gotta wonder if maybe he might not be the asset that he was thought to have been. Slams him down there. This could go either way. Has Skeletor in the corner, tries to jockey him out. A weird black square on his forehead. I don't know what that is. It's not enough. Not nearly enough. And now get him up for a gorilla press slam. Slams him for a gutbuster. Gorilla press gutbuster. That's got a nice ring to it. And now Skeletor seeming to have a little bit of fun getting that knee lift he wanted to get earlier. If Power Cat's team loses another member, they're down to their last two against Cool Dad's team. Still has 4 members. They got Skeletor, they got 3 other people, and they've got a big tombstone coming up right onto Toggoth's noggin. I think that we can count him out of this one. That pile driver, dangerous, deadly, effective is what I would call it. Launching Toggoth into the ropes. Another arm drag. I think he's playing with his food at this point, but a big low blow. Oh, I could feel that one, ladies and gentlemen. I could feel that one for sure. Big cross body. Maybe Toggoth's just getting his second win. We don't know. Maybe he could be getting out. He could take out Skeletor, whipping him into the ropes. Has him on the outside. This could be elimination. Not happening, though. And it looks like Skeletor. No. Toggoth gets the advantage again, launches him back to the outside. He needs to capitalize, though. Skeletor seemingly a little too fresh. This could be a major mistake for either person. I'm not sure who's making the mistake here, but size-wise, it might be Toggoth. Toggoth taken down yet again. Setting him up for a big clubbing blow. Slams him down. Might have broken a wing there. And sets him up for a power bomb, I think. Yes, slams him right down. Skeletor signaling for the end here, throwing up the peace sign. He wants peace. And he wants a piece of Toggoth. Send him up for that big back driver. I think that Skeletor knows this one's all over. He's let Toggoth get his moment in the sun, but it's not his time this time. No! Drop toe hold into the turnbuckle. That could have been a knockout blow. Toggoth's got to try to capitalize on that one real quick with a bulldog off the ropes. Banging his face against those taut ring ropes. They're like elevator cables almost. He's got him in the corner, trying to set him up to get him out. Is Skeletor going to be eliminated? No, pushes him away with ease. Catches the kick, slams him down. Elbow drop hits the mark, but that kick doesn't. Has Skeletor back up against the rope. Togoth is too hurt. He's grabbing that injured hip. And only now tries to go to get Skeletor, but that was way too much time wasted. Way too much time wasted. But is it enough? No! Skeletor manages to stay in despite that amazing drop kick. Grabs the neck just like the Invisible Man. Slams him down for a choke slam. That's it. He's had enough. He's throwing him to the outside. Is it time? I think it is. Sets him up for a big drop kick. Togoth has been eliminated. Togoth is out. And coming up next for Team Power Cat. Oh my god. How in the heck did the Power Cat swing this one? If I'm not mistaken, we can get a visual up on the ramp. I don't know if this may be a trick, but goodness, I feel the heat from here, but I think that might actually be. Did the Power Cat manage to get on his side Lord Von Ghoulish? Oh my god. This is big. This is big, and I mean, we've seen Skeletor go on a fantastic run here. Not only did he eliminate the Invisible Man, but he went on to handily dispose of Togoth Fire Soul. But Von Ghoulish is a whole different ballgame. If you go up against Lord Von Ghoulish, you're dealing with a master of the dark arts. You're dealing with an elder vampire. And while Skeletor is obviously very gifted in the magical arts himself, I'm just not sure how he's going to measure up in this case. We've never really seen these two have a lot of confrontation. They may have butted heads once or twice during the ladder match in the Muscle Dream Impact League, but never in a one-on-one situation. The only positive, Von Ghoulish is fresh. He's probably drank a large liter of blood in preparation for this match, but the best chance Skeletor's got is to go for an early elimination. If he can get him on the outside and go for one of his patented drop kicks, he might stand a chance and whittle down the numbers of Team Power Cat even more, because this is their second to last member. Am I correct on that? Let me do the quick math here. Yes, I do believe that is their second to last member. Once they eliminate Von Ghoulish, there's just one more man left between them and victory in the game of death. But this is a wall. I mean, an all-star team so far. Mutant Sword, the Invisible Man, Togoth, Lord Von Ghoulish, and whoever their mystery fifth partner is. The Power Cat definitely busted the bank to assemble such a strong team, but I'm just curious to see how Skeletor is going to handle this. The second person in for his team, that means he's got 4 other people waiting in the wings. But are those 4 people going to be enough to go up against Von Ghoulish? That's the question, and it's a question we're about to see the answer to, but that's not good. That's not good for Skeletor. We're seeing immediately the exact opposite of what I had advised him to do. He's losing in the opening exchange to Lord Von Ghoulish. Lord Von Ghoulish throwing out those signature left hands, blocking the spin fist. Skeletor might be able to mount an offense here, but no, reversed into a big swinging DDT from Von Ghoulish, and already taunting. Von Ghoulish, a dangerous competitor, a deadly competitor, one of the few people in the Bumbles with a body count. I think we might have just added another one with that big lance-like big boot. But no, he seems to be making it back to his feet, only to absorb more punishment from Von Ghoulish. Getting a knife-edge chop into the corner. You can see already, after those 2 fights with the Invisible Man and Togoth Fire Soul, I'm now realizing that we have a lot of universal monsters on the side of the Power Cat, Jeff Winslow. Considering he has a monster poke to the eyes, that could be the momentum shifter. But as I was saying, there are a lot of monsters on the side of the Power Cat. We saw a dinosaur, we saw a demon, we saw an Invisible Man, and now a vampire. We can only assume that might give some an idea. Maybe a Wolfman, maybe a Merfolk as the final wrestler on their team. I'm not entirely sure. And now we're seeing a big stalling vertical suplex. Puts the spine down to the wood of the mat. Von Ghoulish maintaining control with that big back suplex. Skeletor getting in relatively no offense so far. This has been a clubbing, a beating for Skeletor. He's helpless up against those ropes. And Von Ghoulish letting him get up while taunting him, showing him that he is of no threat. Oh God, he's hitting it with his own move. The big choke slam. Down he goes. You can... Oh my goodness, he's not going for it, is he? He's not going for the tombstone pile driver. He is. He's got him up. He's got him in the position. All he needs to do is bring the head down. Skeletor's been eliminated. I know he hasn't been thrown over the top rope yet, but I'm calling it right now. Skeletor, the fight's gone. I can see the life drain from his skeleton face. It's over. It's done for. Oh my God. A second pile driver? Heartless. That's the best word to describe what he just did, is heartless. He is beating a beaten man. Skeletor, the referee might just have to stop this one. There is no way that Skeletor can defend himself. He's bleeding. He's in the ropes. I think we may be seeing it right here. Yep. Another clothesline. Skeletor has been eliminated. Good God, I pray for the soul that comes out next to fight Von Ghoulish. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Oh boy, money must be strapped at the Cool Dad household, because it's the nude ninja. Now I want to give him his due. He definitely has a license to wrestle. Not easy to get one of those, but no, I am not alone in thinking that the nude ninja is definitely not up to snuff to fight Von Ghoulish. I might be wrong. Hey, if he gets a gigantic upset win on Von Ghoulish, he's gonna shoot way up in the rankings. He might even earn himself a championship match. But I certainly don't know if he has what it takes tonight, as he does his signature pose in the corner. Goodness, I think Von Ghoulish trying to intimidate the nude ninja, but he goes in with a cool demeanor. I don't know how he does it. The fight's begun, and that's a pile driver. The first move he hit in this section of the matches is his finishing maneuver, the pile driver, and that's another pile driver, and he's bleeding. He's bleeding so bad it's bleeding through his ninja's mask. Another pile driver. Von Ghoulish has hit 3 of his finishing maneuver in the first minute of the match. The new ninja was nearly just thrown out there. Von Ghoulish trying to knock his hands off the ropes, but some sort of foolhardy attempt at gutsiness is putting him in a position where he can eliminate Von Ghoulish. All he needs to do is push him over the top ropes, and he's won the match, and he can go on to fight the... Nope. And for his defiance, 4th tombstone pile driver. You don't see these sort of moves in the beginning of a match because oftentimes the opponent is too strong and determined to not get caught in the maneuver, and well, we're certainly not seeing that with the new ninja, as he's being hit with the 5th tombstone pile driver. I don't even know if he's still medically alive. Or he could be. Whips Von Ghoulish into the ropes and is trying to eliminate him again. What is we seeing from the new ninja? I don't know if we can call what we're seeing bravery or stupidity that he is still trying. At this point, I'd have thrown myself over the top ropes. It's just not worth it. He is getting hit with consecutive pile drivers. No time to relax. Skull brought down onto the mat. Again, a 3rd? Von Ghoulish does not appreciate the fact that he would not just stay down and has punished him. No. Okay, he might be having some mercy. He's throwing him into the corner, setting him up. Big clothesline, just like before. New ninja's been eliminated. A mercy killing. A mercy killing from somebody too stupid to recognize when he's being given it. And now, a real American hero coming out next to try to fight back against the Lord of Darkness. The stars and stripes shine brightly. It's the War Pig. War Pig coming down to the ring. A character we haven't really seen necessarily impress. He was, of course, not able to enter the Muscle Treat Impact League and was not selected for the ladder match, so he's a competitor with a lot to prove. He has to prove his stake to stay in the Bumbles McRumbles Wrestling Association. is always looking to trim some sort of fat from people who have proven themselves to not be ready for the big leagues. War Pig could be on that chopping block. I know that certainly after that performance to the new Ninja. You know what, after that gutsiness, I think he might have actually saved himself. War Pig managing to reverse into a big belly-to-belly suplex. All right, there's always a chance to prove the naysayers wrong, myself included. You know, I'm always willing to give people a chance unless they're like the new Ninja. And the War Pig, I hate to say it, he's probably landed the best shots on Von Ghoulish the entire night, but he's now looking to eliminate the War Pig. Could the War Pig fight back, or could he just be another victim of Von Ghoulish and leave the final member of Team Cool Dad to fight on his own? No! Manages to get back into the ring and waylays Von Ghoulish with a few good hits. You could see him stagger after that, and another blow to the gut. Pounding him against the ropes, and now he's trying to eliminate him. I don't think that's going to work on Von Ghoulish at all. I think that going for this sort of move so early on is foolhardy. And I'm proven correct as now he's given a blow to the jaw. Von Ghoulish probably looking to end this match as quickly as the other matches ended. I mean, for goodness sakes, those matches did not make up a majority of this match, I'll tell you that much. Now he's got the War Pig in the corner, but pushes him back. The War Pig with a big kick to the gut has yet to take Von Ghoulish off his feet. I'm not sure any of them have managed to get Von Ghoulish off of his vertical base. And I don't necessarily think War Pig is going to be the first. Going for another elimination. He's trying to eliminate the War Pig very frequently, but it's not working. Gets him back into the corner. War Pig reverses it. Kick to the gut. He's taken him off his feet, but I don't think in the traditional manner that we'd all associate. We're looking for the big timber spot, but unfortunately all he can do is sort of trap him in the corner, and is now trying to choke him out. That's that guerrilla warfare training. His partners in the guerrilla wars obviously teaching him very well on their battle tactics. But I don't think... No! Pushes back Von Ghoulish! Big jumping DDT! Takes Von Ghoulish down! And he's cocking the arm. That left arm is the Lariat of America. Could play into how he tries to finish this match. But a big belly-to-belly suplex makes it so no winner is certain in the Bumbles McRumbles, especially in a top rope match like this. That was like some high-level karate kick right there. Kicked the inside of the leg, took out the balance of the War Pig, and then took him right down with a big DDT. Blows to the gut. He has been training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Lord Von Ghoulish. He's had time, but War Pig going up for a big power bomb. My goodness! If we saw him take Von Ghoulish off his feet before, we just saw him take him downtown. He might be going for elimination here. The War Pig jockeying for position with Von Ghoulish. I think it might be enough. I think he could possibly have it. Von Ghoulish is not responding as quickly as we thought. No, but that told a lot. Von Ghoulish has finally been wounded. Man, he took him down with a hellacious clothesline. Cocking the arm again, he might draw some power from the Stars and Stripes. The War Pig. I mentioned the War Pig could be on the chopping block. I think we're seeing a really good case for him made here. His own best advocate. And Von Ghoulish, if he's smart, he's going to go for that elimination, but he isn't. Von Ghoulish hates to be tested, and this is exactly the sort of test that he might not have been prepared for. Punching the War Pig into the ropes, but the War Pig fights back. War Pig's biting back. In his platoon in the army, he was known as quite the scrapper. And it seems now that he's applying that to wrestling with a big back suplex onto the Dark Lord. War Pig giving back as good as he's getting. He might be the man to eliminate Von Ghoulish. Running into the ropes. A big clothesline. Eliminates Von Ghoulish. No! He's gonna try though. Von Ghoulish nearly eliminated with that big clothesline. Those clotheslines, such a strong tool in the arsenal of the War Pig. Could Von Ghoulish be eliminated? This is taking a long time for him to recover. He might be eliminated. His War Pig... No, he just barely can't get it. Rakes the eyes. Going for those dirty tricks. Big boxing gut to the punch. No! Big back body drop reverses the reversal. Apologies to the fans referring to a big gut to the punch. Technically it's correct, but in terms of sentences, it did not work. Speaking of not working, I think that the War Pig might have not been working hard enough because Von Ghoulish has got him in a bad position. He's got him on the ropes. No, that elbow to the head. And a chop block taking down Von Ghoulish. And I think a kick to the inner thigh, removing those large tree trunk-like legs. He's looking to chop down Von Ghoulish one by one, bit by bit, and it could be working as he's going for his own suplex, lifts up Von Ghoulish and brings him right down to the canvas. Stomp to the head. We've never seen anybody take it Von Ghoulish like this. I think that the heel of his boot just cut his forehead. Von Ghoulish is asking for a timeout. He doesn't know if he can take the assault that the War Pig's given. A rake to the eyes, though. Could be the difference maker, could be the equalizer. Goes for punches to the gut. Those strong Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu style punches to the gut, and a big uppercut, a knockout blow. This could be how Von Ghoulish evens the odds. Regardless of how this comes out, if Warpig is able to take on Von Ghoulish, take him out, and bring out the final member, leaving potentially the 5th member of Team Cool Dad to fight for them, what an amazing showing by the Warpig. Honestly, he has been impressing to a tremendous degree, going this long with the Dark Lord Von Ghoulish, who has taken out 2 competitors so far, but he might take out a 3rd if this attempt on the Warpig is successful. He's got him on the ropes, he's got him on the bad side. Punch eliminates the Warpig. Who could be the final person for Team Cool Dad to try to finish things out? Waluigi is the final person for Team Cool Dad. Waluigi, a fan favorite in the Bumbles and Grumbles, is now representing another fan favorite. He is fighting on behalf of the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw. But while we have a bit of time while he makes his entrance, a round of applause is due to the Warpig. He may not have been able to get the job done, but he certainly set it up so Waluigi can knock it down. If Waluigi is up to the task, he might not be. We don't know. Von Ghoulish might just eliminate 4 people on a team of 5. But Warpig did a fantastic job. He set it up, and hopefully Waluigi's looking to knock it down. I'm not entirely sure. This could go either way. Von Ghoulish has been mortally wounded. He was bleeding when last we saw him, but he seems to have patched that up with a little bit of dark magic. And Waluigi, as crafty as they come, stretching against those ropes. He knows it's going to be the hardest fight of his life. He came back from a debilitating injury, being hit by a car in the first ever Bumbles and Grumbles by Zynthos, the night's previous loser. And now he's looking to test his mettle against the Dark Lord, Lord Von Ghoulish. The bell's going to ring any second now, and the fight has begun. Whoa! Waluigi just took the Dark Lord, Lord Von Ghoulish, off his feet with a single blow. I don't think you realize just how big that is, and now but it could not have been enough. No. Waluigi standing strong, standing proud. Did you see that? I can't believe what we saw there. A single blow took Von Ghoulish off his feet, but a single blow takes Waluigi off his. The playing ground has been even. Cool Dad's number 5 versus Power Cat's number 4. There's still another person that needs to come after this, so the ball is in the Power Cat's court. Meanwhile, Von Ghoulish with 2 quick eliminations on Waluigi. I don't know. No! Waluigi standing strong. He's very fresh. Meanwhile, Von Ghoulish, the exact opposite. The blows to the gut. Waluigi looking to eliminate Von Ghoulish in quick order. He might be going for it. Setting him up on the ropes. He's already got him up on those ropes. That means he's a lot closer to elimination. Could Von Ghoulish be eliminated so soon? Oh, no! Apologize for the voice crack there, folks, but you gotta understand that was incredible. Waluigi, no! Von Ghoulish using the powers of dark levitation to get so high for that high-angle DDT, but Waluigi counters with a bulldog. Von Ghoulish, you may not appreciate his tactics, but he has put in such a showing. He has wrestled what amounts to 4 matches so far. He's won 3. Could he possibly win the 4th? Not if Waluigi keeps up this assault of elbow drops. He's whipping him back into the ropes, has him on the outside, trying to eliminate him now. This could go very badly for Waluigi. It could be the final nail in the coffin. No! Waluigi drives himself into the gut of Von Ghoulish, and another hellacious headbutt takes him off his feet. And now what's he doing? Going for an exploder suplex! Waluigi signaling that it might be Waluigi time. I think he could get him up for it. Throws him into the corner. What's he going for now? Trying to eliminate Von Ghoulish. If he can get him onto that top rope, he does. Von Ghoulish in a very bad situation, just barely holding onto those ropes. Could Waluigi do it and eliminate Von Ghoulish has been eliminated! Waluigi's all alone in the ring as we await the 5th competitor from Team Power Cat. It could be anybody. He could have hired any amount of dastardly creatures. Dysentery hasn't showed up yet. I'm thinking, it could be anybody, but... Oh, it's Tricky! Tricky from Madness Combat is entering the ring! Oh no! Tricky is the 5th member of Team Power Cat! Approaching through the ring, immediately attacking Waluigi! Oh my god, no! I was right! I was right in my journalistic assumption that it was another monster taking the ring. We weren't gonna see Frankenstein, Wolfman, Merman, we were gonna see a zombie! And he's immediately setting Waluigi up for a big pile driver! Oh no! Waluigi's out, I think he might be bleeding, and he's pounding the head of Waluigi against the mat! Oh, that is vicious. I'm so sorry if you're watching this with your children. We do not condone this sort of violence, but Tricky bends reality to his will to play by his own rules. Gets Waluigi up and gets him for another pile driver. Oh no! I wince, it's so painful looking. Waluigi seems to just be realizing how bad his blood loss situation is, but he may just get the reversal here. Sets him up. No! Tricky with the big DDT! Oh my goodness. And he pays him back with another pile driver. No! Waluigi, I think it's fair to say he might be out of it. We saw the same thing happen to the new ninja. He gave a little bit of fight, but it's all over. Big boot. Waluigi is eliminated. Tricky wins. And the Power Cats team scores another point. That's 3-1. A massive lead has been lost, and it's now up to these last 3 matches to determine how it's going to play out. If Power Cats team gets another win, it's all over. Speaking of all over, we might be seeing tonight the finish of the most intense blood feud in Bumbles McRumbles wrestling history, just short of the Cruel Dad Don Crenshaw versus Power Cat Jeff Winslow, and that is Randy Orton versus Batista. Coming down to the ramp now is Randy Orton. There is no need to go into the background of these two. I'm sure everybody who is a big fan of Bumbles McRumbles knows these two histories. Of course, starting out debuting in 2002 in OVW, Randy Orton and Batista. Then got into a Jeff Goldblum's The Fly style accident with teleporters and Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street, creating Randy Orton and Batista. And of course, they've gone on a whole new career path of being tag team champions, single stars in their own right, until the Bumbles McRumbles 2, where Randy Orton made his debut as an official competitor and turned his back on his best friend. I don't know what exactly goes on in the heads of some of our wrestlers. I don't know why the Noob Ninja decides to get in the ring every night. But I cannot, with any shred of intellect, understand why Randy Orton would throw away such a strong friendship. I know that my opinion doesn't count for much when it comes to these sorts of matches, but I think he's just a despicable human being, a despicable person, and an even worse Muppet. And hopefully, the man coming down to the ring can set him straight and put to rest his demons, because he has been going through so much emotionally. Coming down to the ring is Batista. Batista, a standout from the original class of the Bumbles McRumbles, which is a very contentious class when you go up against luminaries like the Nude Ninja and the Christian Truth. You certainly have your work cut out for you, but Batista carved out a spot for himself in the roster. So much so that he invited his dear friend Randy Orton to be a part of the proceedings. And when he gave him the opportunity, he slapped his hand away. They wanted to continue their successful tag team, but unfortunately, Randy Orton had different plans in mind and took the selfish way out and permanently hindered Batista's reputation and career, then costing him in the Muscle Dream Impact ring. It's clear that Randy Orton stores a lot of jealousy for Batista, and Batista's hoping to set the record straight that he was the strong part of the tag team, not the weak link. He's been called dead weight, a weak link, a nobody, and he's looking to prove them all wrong and looking to score another point to keep Team Cool Dad in the running, because Batista represents Team Cool Dad. The Power Cat team is represented by Randy Orton. If he loses this match, it's all over for Cool Dad Don Crenshaw. Starting off the match, the two looking each other over, and a big boot starts off the match, one of Batista's signature opening techniques is to go in hell for leather with that big javelin-like boot. And it seems to be working so far, although Randy Orton could be turning that around as he launches Batista into the corner, turns him around, launches him back into the other corner. He's playing mind games for a big clothesline. What we're seeing right here is a very interesting situation. We're seeing a competitor known for his power, his domination, and his ability to end a match whenever he wants with his signature Batista bomb and moves like that big vertical suplex into a jackhammer, versus someone who's as crafty as they come, somebody who can end a match whenever he wants, even more so out of nowhere. As they say on the internet, the kids say, out of nowhere can come those letters of the day, RKO. Randy Orton going for a big back suplex, a popular move here, but I'd say nobody does it better than Randy Orton. That back suplex, you may not agree with him, but you can't take away how good of a professional wrestler he is. Those kicks prove it, but Randy Orton, no, dodges Batista's attempt at a reversal, reverses it himself. These two are not going to let up on each other no matter what. They want to see the other leave this arena, not in their car with their pride battered and broken. They want to see the other leave the arena in a body bag. And this move might do it, that big choke bomb. He's going for an attack on Randy Orton, but no, the Three Stooges poke to the eye. That always seems to be the technique. Nobody seems to guard the eyes. You gotta wonder what it's gonna take for them to finally see through that ruse. And it might not be enough because Randy Orton's taking over control, going for, no! Russian leg sweep. Takes down Randy Orton. Randy Orton getting him in a headlock, going for his own vertical suplex and lands it with vicious authority. Gotta wonder who is going to take momentum first, because we've seen momentum with moves like those back suplexes, those vertical suplexes, and the ground and pound like this, constantly bringing momentum from one person to the next. It's only a matter of time until those signature moves come out. The spine busters, the Luthez presses, the Batista bombs, the letters of the day, RKO, and these exploder suplexes. They do a lot to soften up the core, soften up the back. That might be what he's going for. He can't go for a Batista bomb if his core has been rendered mush. But a big knee to the face makes sure that Randy Orton is not getting all the offense in on this match. And a kick to the arm. He might have the same idea, working the arm to try to disable, or at the very least, make the letters of the day RKO weaker. But a Luthez press like that means that he's still got plenty of power left in those arms. But does he have enough power to counter what Batista brings to the table? This is a battle where you're basically going up against, you know, the concrete brick versus the shard of glass. One will kill you with the death by 1,000 cuts, but the other will end the match in an instant. And we're seeing that on the outside right now as Randy Orton rains down blows on Batista. Hellacious blows, but Batista with a single blow takes Randy Orton off his feet. And now is going for ground and pound on the outside. There's no telling how the makeup of this match is going to play out, but I'll tell you one thing. From where we are right now, I can't predict a winner. I could predict a winner when we were doing the Nude Ninja versus Lord Von Ghoulish, but this is a lot harder, especially when you throw in a spine buster like that. Spine to pine, takes down Randy Orton, and he could be going for a Batista bomb at any minute. Here we go. No, he goes for the choke bomb. He's keeping that Batista bomb saved up with a big kick to the gut, kick to the midsection, and this one, yep, kick directly to the penis. I don't blame Batista. If I was in his shoes, I'd want to make sure I never saw another Randy Orton in my life, never see another Randy Orton Jr. But he might not get the chance to land the finishing blow if these sorts of attacks keep coming down. Like those big exploder suplexes. We don't see those sorts of moves often out of Randy Orton, but it's very obvious that he's fighting from a different place than he usually is. He's fighting from a place of hatred. He's fighting from a place of trying to take down his former brother. But Batista with a big gut buster, making sure that he's not out of the race just yet. You can't count out a wrestler until the mat has been pinned down with their shoulders for the 1, 2, 3. And now what's Batista going for? A head and arm suplex! What a technical move. That's the MMA style influence in Batista's technique. Now Randy Orton going for clotheslines. Again, this is what I'm talking about. We can't tell for certain who's exactly come out of this exchange the better. We saw that head and arm suplex, but we're also seeing clotheslines, and we're seeing the Three Stooges bumping back and forth against the ropes. Knocks him down, and you can just see how conflicted Batista is. You can see in his eyes, he does not want to fight his friend, but if he's gonna keep getting him up, he's gonna keep knocking him down. But Randy Orton seems to have not been two-faced. Big boss man slam, though. Randy Orton keeps getting up. He knows exactly what to do. Like, go for another Luthez press. It's worked before. It will work again. Kicks to the gut. Kicks to the midsection. Randy Orton going behind for another big back suplex. There's no telling when this match is going to reach a crescendo and when it's finally going to be all done. But it could be coming soon if he hits him with a meat hook like that. What's that? He's saying thumbs down. That might be the signal for it. He's going for a Batista bomb. Sets him up. He's going to reverse it. No! Batista hits it. Randy Orton's out. Goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. What? Did the referee just make a mistake? No, Randy Orton was gutsy enough to kick out. Goes for an Olympic slam. What could he possibly hope to do against Batista now? Rolling him onto his stomach. A camel clutch! He's gonna make him tap out. He's gonna try to emasculate him with a submission move. Batista, you can see it in his eyes. He wants to tap out. The pain is intense. All he can do is get to the ropes. Can he do it? Can he reach those ropes in time? He can! He got to the ropes. But Randy Orton's definitely in the driver's seat now as he goes for another exploder suplex. The letters of the day, RKO, are right around the corner. I can feel it. But Batista sets him up for another Batista bomb. Up he goes, and down he goes. Is it over? He goes for the cover. 1, 2. Batista has vanquished his demons. I can't believe it. Batista has avenged the embarrassment and betrayal of the past 2 Rumbles. He's drowned his demons. They don't know how to swim, and all his demons are right in the middle of the ring. A defeated Randy Orton and Batista standing victoriously. That's important. Another win for Team Cool Dad means that they're not out of the running just yet. The next match could decide it, or it could come down to the main event. Power Cat meets Cool Dad. But we gotta get through the next match to see if we even need to see that match. As you see now, we are going on to the first ever time for Bumbles McRumbles. We are doing a tag team match as the unlikely duo appears. Yes, you're seeing that right. That is the Footbrawler and Cool Hat Paul. Heavens know how Paul managed to wrangle this one, but after the show of respect at their match at the Muscle Dream Impact League, somehow the proud Footbrawler, who sees Cool Hat Paul as a joke that he doesn't find very funny, are now teaming together. And you can see that Cool Hat Paul is in the mood, having his own custom shirt made for the match, his own jersey, and is very much getting into the music. Footbrawler, not so much. He's doing a very, is that like his crip walk? I'm not sure. He's wearing the red, it works. Wait, no, I think I might have gotten that backwards. That's a very dangerous thing to get backwards, but it's the DK Crew. I hate so much that they keep getting to be here. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But they are now representing Team Power Cat, whereas the Footbrawler and Cool Hat Paul are representing Team Cool Dad. Cool birds of a feather fly together, as they say. Without Donkey Kong by their side, he's obviously too busy. Probably running scared if you ask me. Now it seems like we're going to have the first ever tag team match. And this is an elimination-style tag match. The match won't end when one team has a member pinned. The match only ends when both members of a team are pinned. So if Lanky Kong is eliminated, that leaves Diddy Kong all on his own. But at the same time, if the Footbrawler is eliminated, Cool Hat Paul's on his own. If Diddy Kong is eliminated, Lanky Kong's on his own. You get the picture. Speaking of Diddy Kong, he is tagged in. Lanky Kong now on the outside. These quick tags are a very good way to conserve energy, and we're seeing another one as Diddy Kong launches Lanky off the top rope. excuse me for the higher octave there, ladies and gentlemen, but now it seems that, yes, momentum is firmly in the DK Crew's corner as Lanky Kong lands a big banana slam, a headbutt onto Cool Hat Paul. Not sure how wise that is. If there's one thing that the tandem of Footbrawler and Cool Hat Paul have, it is a hard head, because not only is it cushioned by that hat, I'm not exactly sure that Cool Hat Paul's head is not made of cinder. Could be anything in there. We don't know much about the physiognomy of Cool Hat Paul, but we do know he can hit an amazing leg drop. The break dance. It could be a smart move. It could be wise on Cool Hat Paul's part to tag out to the Footbrawler. But you know that unlike the DK Crew, they're confident in their abilities. They're going to let each other do all they can and only tag out when it's absolutely necessary. Meanwhile, the DK Crew tagging out very frequently. Lanky might have to after absorbing 2 of those dancing leg drops. Cool Hat Paul knows a lot of things. He knows how to fight, he knows how to win, and he knows how to bust a move. A former Bumbles McRumbles wrestling champion. Meanwhile, Diddy Kong now in the ring and takes another dancing leg drop. He's going nuts. He's a dancing fool out there. Cool Hat Paul knowing how to entertain the fans, but might not know when it's time to tag out. If he stays in for too long, he could leave the Footbrawler high and dry. And this tandem, I can tell you already, is probably built on very loose foundation. I wouldn't want to do anything to upset it. Footbrawler, as you can probably guess, is in this tag team almost out of obligation for the respect that Cool Hat Paul showed. Cool Hat Paul needed a tag team partner for this match against the DK Crew. He was recruited by the Cool Dad, and just so happened that the Footbrawler might be regretting it, but he said yes. And the show of solidarity with that jersey, number 1 and number 99, together on a team at last that makes 100, which he says that gives them a 100% chance of winning. I'm not sure though, but as things are going on in the ring right now, it could be true because he's been taking it to Diddy Kong quite a bit. But now Cool Hat Paul, did you see that? People like to think that Cool Hat Paul is a joke, that Cool Hat Paul doesn't know what he's doing, that he won the Rumble based on luck alone. But as you saw right there, that amazing double kick, he took out both members of the DK Crew. Unbelievable. Cool Hat Paul knows exactly what he's doing. His weird demeanor, his foolishness belies a warrior's instinct and a dancer's instinct at that. A double sport athlete, and it seems we might be getting the first one of the match. A tag out. No, Diddy Kong counters at the last moment, but a hip toss. Make sure that he does not get the advantage for too much longer. And of course, make sure that Lanky Kong does not get the advantage to enter the ring, because if he does, that could be very bad. Cool Hat Paul showing off a bit, doing some fancy footwork around, all for one club to the arm. Diddy Kong, though, returning in kind with the drop kick. And now Lanky Kong's in the ring, and he's a lot fresher than Diddy. Diddy has absorbed a lot more punishment than Lanky. And you can see that from that interaction, Cool Hat Paul was trying to play it smart, trying to stay away from Lanky Kong, who, if you may remember, took Donkey Kong's spot in the Muscle Dream Impact League and did amazing. I called him the best kept secret of the DK Crew. And with a blow like that to the Footbrawler and a stab mirror onto Cool Hat Paul, I might be proven right. Donkey Kong was not willing to come out and fight with his cohorts. He was willing to send his soldiers out to die, though. We could be seeing a lot of interesting things in this match. We could see Footbrawler tag in because Cool Hat Paul has felt himself capable enough, but you can tell that it's starting to take a little wear and tear on him. He's going to want to tag out any second now. He can only do those leg drops so many times before he starts to feel the effects, and I think he is. He's got him set up in the corner. No, Lanky Kong keeps him out. Cool Hat Paul's trying to go for that tag team maneuver. I don't know if he can do it. These two know that they can't stay in the ring, and if they get in the ring with the Footbrawler, it's all over at that point. Big, what's the one I'm looking for? Tree post DDT. Cool Hat Paul's going for it. He's got him in the corner. All he's got to do, tag out. The tag's been made. And a double flapjack into the corner. Launches him in, and the Footbrawler's the legal man. As he goes now for a big back suplex. Lanky Kong's in the ring with a shark now. He's got to make sure he can get to Diddy Kong, so hopefully he can soften up the Footbrawler just a little bit. Because those blows, the robotics of the Footbrawler are just so devastating. Those clubs mean a lot more when they're coming from somebody with jackhammers for arms. And now he's going for a field goal punt kick. Not his signature punt kick, but it's certainly enough to get the job done and keep Lanky Kong from getting to his corner and suffering another back suplex. Gets him up now. What could he be planning now? Reverses the hit, rings the arm, gets him in a headlock. Those are the techniques. A big hip toss. I'm telling you, Lanky Kong is dressed to impress. Even if he doesn't look like it, looks like he's smuggling a fish in it through his overalls. He's a member of the DK crew that you've got to look out for. If they ever split up, God help me, they split up a big overhead throw, and he tags in Diddy. If they ever split up, you can expect Lanky Kong to be the MVP, to be the most valuable primate. At the same time, don't discount Diddy. Do not sleep on Diddy Kong. He's a wily one. The people who remember the early days of Smash 4 know the hoo-ha. They know the banana slammer. They know that there's a lot that little man can do. And he's going up against an equally sized competitor. Lanky Kong, unfortunately, having the height advantage and, of course, the reach advantage of all the competitors in the ring. It looks like the Footbrawler's in a bit of a bad position, but that thrust kick could change fortunes, but it doesn't so far. Another hip toss brings the Footbrawler down to the ground. He's protected against those head attacks, but there's only so much the padding on his sports jersey can do. The Footbrawler has taken a lot of offense in the same way the Cool Hat Paul has. Both teams have taken a lot and are willing to give it back in equal measures. But what is the Footbrawler going to do? Big boot. Takes down Diddy Kong. A stomp to the back. He could be going for anything like another punt kick. You know that he has been built with the sole purpose of scoring those field goals. And he goes for a big German suplex. The hydraulics on the Footbrawler are something to behold. Although it seems that Diddy Kong might not be up for the challenge. This could go either way. There's a lot of red in the ring. Only Lanky Kong, I think, is missing out any red. And even then, orange is a combination of red and yellow. Just like the yellow belly coward that is Donkey Kong. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be impartial. But another big missile drop kick. No, that wasn't a missile drop kick. That was a missile launcher off the top rope. It means that Lanky is back in the ring, and it could mean disaster if he gets a big body slam. Lanky Kong, where does he find the time to become such a proficient wrestler? With blows like this? It's incredible what this man is able to accomplish. He's got the Footbrawler on the ground. He's got him right where he wants him. An elbow drop to the back. Make sure that he stays down. Meanwhile, ringing the arm. Gets him in a headlock and a big noggin knocker. And it looks like Lanky Kong's going for a big hot tag to Diddy Kong. And he goes for it. And he misses. And suffers another German suplex. What was that? Diddy Kong had momentum on his side, and now he's getting pinned, but a rope break. That could have been all that saved him. That could have been the only thing keeping him from defeat. Footbrawler and Diddy Kong back in the ring. The Footbrawler might want to tag into Cool Hat Paul sometime, if not just for a tag team maneuver, to take off a bit of the load that he's bearing all by his lonesome. The Footbrawler is a lone wolf by nature. He loves playing out on the field. He barely regards the rest of his team. Big spine buster. But you gotta understand that in wrestling, in a tag team match especially, you gotta look out for everybody. You gotta understand that you have to look out for something like that. That chomp block could take out his running legs, his running ability. If he can't run, he might be done for. Diddy Kong didn't tag out for Lanky. Their whole tactic so far has been to go for those quick tag outs to make sure neither member is ever too winded. But he wanted to stay in the ring, go for these big elbow drops. And now it looks like he's going for it. He's going for a tag out. And they're going for another missile launcher, launching the much larger Lanky Kong onto the Footbrawler. We could be seeing anything at this point. We could be seeing the end of the match at any second here. Although no, he's going for trying to go for a submission. Full Nelson slams his head into the turnbuckle. We could be seeing exactly what they want. Big scoop power slam. They're fighting like caged animals, and he's going for it. He's going for a pump handle. Slam down! The Footbrawler needs to make that tag to Cool Hat Paul to try to regain some momentum. Try to let Paul take the burden for a little bit, and it's working as the two are now going for a tandem maneuver. What's he going for? Big kick set up by Cool Hat Paul. Incredible. These two, they may not like each other all the way, although I don't think there's much bad blood on Cool Hat Paul's side. I'm sure that he's happy to have the Footbrawler as his tag team partner. Might consider him as a friend. But what's liking a big springboard? This Kong may have a funny face, but he's also got some of the best techniques in the Bumbles McRumbles Wrestling Federation. The Footbrawler, as I was saying, pinfall, goes for crucifix pin. Does not get it though. Diddy Kong comes in to stop it. The Footbrawler might not consider Cool Hat Paul necessarily a friend. As another roll up here. One does not get the one count. The Footbrawler does not consider Cool Hat Paul a friend. He considers him simply a means to an end, a way to win this match and get another win in his column, of which he's not had a lot. Now the springboard move finds its mark on Cool Hat Paul's chest. Although you have to wonder, does that separation between friendship and partnerhood play any bit of it into how this match is going to play out? Another full Nelson, because the DK crew, they are definitely friends. Meanwhile, the Footbrawler and Cool Hat Paul, I don't know if they're friends. I don't know if they have the same kinship, and I wonder if that's going to play at all into how this match plays out. They've got to start going for more of those tags, and it looks like we might be going for it right now. Yep, now he's going for the missile launcher. Launches him right onto the Lanky Kong. We could be seeing all sorts of moves from this point forward, but we've got to think that it could happen at any moment. It could happen that the first man is eliminated and one team will be down. Remember, thrust kick will be the DK crew. Will it be Cool Hat Paul and the Footbrawler? He takes out Diddy Kong. He's going for a pinfall. I can feel it. That's it. He's going for the jackhammer. Lifts him up. He's got to get him all the way, and he does. On to Lanky Kong, and he goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, no! Diddy Kong just barely saves his friend there. And you gotta wonder, Footbrawler not going to save Cool Hat Paul. He's just stomping on Diddy Kong. He wants the fight done. But Cool Hat Paul's keeping him sequestered, and they go for a tag team maneuver. A double DDT! He's on the ground. This could be it. Goes for the pinfall. Can he reach the ropes? 1, 2, no! Diddy Kong again breaks it up. Footbrawler sees the Cool Hat Paul setting him up. Double kick, spin kick, thrust kick, and an enziguri thrust kick combo. You can just see the difference between these two men and how they fight, how those kicks were performed. Cool Hat Paul has sequestered Diddy Kong on the outside. 1, 2, 3, he was distracted. Lanky Kong has been eliminated. It's down to the Footbrawler. Cool Hat Paul versus Diddy Kong. My goodness, folks, I'm losing breath. I'm sweating buckets in this booth. But the match warrants it. I can't take a break. You've got to call all the pulse-pounding action. Footbrawler now in a headlock. You got to think it was because of that tag team maneuvers, those working together moves like the double DDT, the double kicks, the missile launcher that ended them up with the victory over Lanky Kong. Can they keep up that victory against the now more wily and feral Diddy Kong? It's all up to fate to see if this match is going to go one way or the other. Could it be a miraculous come from behind victory for Team Cool Dad, or could it be the end of the boyhood dream of Cool Dad Don Crenshaw as the Power Cat gets his way and eliminates him? As we go for a big superplex. He's got him up. No! Fall away slam! He's going for the pinfall. He's got to go for the pin. It's all over. Ref goes down a bit slow. 1, 2. No! No, it doesn't work. He's still in a fighting mood. Diddy Kong now throwing him into the corner almost instinctually. There's no one there to make the tag to as he goes for a big tornado DDT. Even with the helmet, the damage has got to be mounting on the cranial region. The flipping leg drop, though, as now Diddy Kong tries to go for something with the Footbrawler, but no, launches him to the outside. Goes for a running attack, but no. Cool Hat Paul kind of gets in the way and stops the Footbrawler from getting the move off that he wanted to. Diddy Kong counters Cool Hat Paul's assault. Meanwhile, what's he going for? He got him in a DDT on the outside! Oh, that spells disaster for the Footbrawler. He lifts him up. He's out on his feet, though. Where's he going? He's going to the top rope. Footbrawler's all alone on the outside. But wait a minute. Footbrawler pushes him out of the way and takes the hit instead. He just saved his partner. And Diddy Kong's out on the outside, a big spear. The Footbrawler's been saved by his tag team partner. And he's taking Diddy Kong to task on the inside. Lifts him up. Cool Hat Paul is out on the outside. Goes for it. Big spear. I'm feeling lightheaded from that amazing sequence. We saw what Cool Hat Paul values his friendship as. To let Footbrawler go for the big punt kick. Is he gonna get it? It's a field goal. It's good. Now he's just gonna go for the pinfall. 1, 2. It's all tied up, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe it. My goodness, I feel like my chest is about to cave in. What a match! What a first tag team match. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a bit winded. We just saw something incredible. The Footbrawler and Cool Hat Paul have won this match, and it's in no small part thanks to the Cool Hat Paul's amazing self-sacrifice to take the hit for the Footbrawler. Comes back in to celebrate, and it's mutual! I don't believe it! And now, ladies and gentlemen, we can finally get on to our main event for the evening. It's needed. It's Cool Dad Don Crenshaw versus the Power Cat Chip. What is that? Do we have a camera back here? That's Donkey Kong. He's scolding Lanky Kong for his failures in the match. I don't believe it. He's begging off Donkey Kong, saying he'll do better next time. I don't know. I don't think everything's gonna be... There's trouble in paradise, it seems. Time for a recap for the uninitiated to go over the feud between the Power Cat Jeff Winslow and the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw. College roommates, the two broke onto the independent wrestling scene around the same time after college, going by the stage names P. Kitty and the swingin' single Donnie Crench. Together they toured America, fighting in dive bars, bingo halls, armories, anywhere that would house them so that they could perfect their wrestling ability. Although the two had many trials and tribulations against other wrestlers, iron sharpens iron, and the two had several matches against each other. Although thanks to tape degradation and a lack of preservation, we're not exactly sure how these matches played out. All we know is that they happened and that there was a conclusive winner. What we do know for a fact, though, is that the two were much better as a tag team tandem, capturing the tag team championships from the paradoxical champions of Big Show and Another Big Show. The two reigned as tag team champs for years until eventually splitting and going their separate ways to pursue singles careers. The two had so much success that they were accepted into the Bumbles McRumbles, where cracks started to form. Cool Dad Don Crenshaw went on to win the first ever Bumbles McRumbles, whereas the Power Cat came up short. And in the second Bumbles McRumbles, there was a split, a breakup. The friends had finally imploded, leading to their match at the Muscle Dream Impact League, where there was no conclusive winner. Unfortunately, they got DQ'd before the match even officially started, but that won't be happening tonight. It's all on the line. All the marbles are up for grabs, and we're going to that match right now. You may recognize that music. That is the music of the Power Cat Jeff Winslow. Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that professional? This is someone he used to call a friend, and now he wears a disrespectful shirt like that. Can you believe the ego on the Power Cat? He thinks that he's able to accomplish this all on his own. He would have never gotten into wrestling if it weren't for his college roommate. He was the one who told him that he should sign up to become a professional wrestler. And now he's repaying him with this. That just shows you the type of man the Power Cat Jeff Winslow is, honestly. Well, he had to get a shirt made just to show how much he now disdains, how much he hates a man he used to call a brother. Well, I hope the Power Cat is happy, because there's a good chance he may never get a chance to make this entrance ever again. That shirt might be going directly in the trash if this man gets his way. Coming down to the ring, I almost didn't recognize him there for a second, but the telltale tattoos and mustache say the whole story. That is the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw. He's going back to a bit of the Donnie Crench days. Back in the days, he was known as a heartless rebel without a cause. Of course, he settled down and became a family man. It looks like the gentleman in him just clocked out. This is a Don Crenshaw with a lot to lose. There is so much on the line here. His ability to provide for his family, his ability to do what he loves, his ability to apply his craft is all on the line as he takes it all against his former best friend, the Power Cat Jeff Winslow. You can see just in his stance how he's walking very pensive, trying to appear relaxed, but I know for a fact, the cool dad is not 100% there maybe, I don't know. We're going to see how it plays out in the match, but Don Crenshaw is going through so much emotion-wise. Seeing his opponent, his best friend, across the ring from him, that's got to weigh heavily on his mind. But he's not letting his aggressions get the better of himself this time. He's willing to keep it all contained for when the bell rings, because if he attacks before that, it's history before the match even starts, and the match starts with a big clothesline. He's swinging wildly, trying to get at the Power Cat. He wants to end this match quickly and as violently as possible. They both do. They're willing to throw out bombs from the outset, like a big back suplex. The final match needs to have a big back suplex in it, obviously. It's been the telltale match of the night, telltale move of the night. Sorry for my bit of a jargling of words there. Back to the match in progress. Seems that was a high angle back suplex. And just stomping the Power Cat, punishing him for what he's put him through, put his family through. He's put his family on hard times thanks to his duplicitous and cowardly actions. The Power Cat does not care what has to be done to get the advantage here over the cool dad Don Crenshaw. As we see, that's for good reason. The cool dad Don Crenshaw, very powerful fighter, telling the Power Cat to bring it. He wants to see the best of the Power Cat so they can put him down afterwards. He's about to neuter this cat, but the Power Cat, I can tell, they're fighting him. And it comes out right there in a dodge like that. Now he's telling the cool dad to bring it. Reverses the grapple, goes for the go behind. And a wrestling style takeover takes him right down to the mat. Talk for a second about the attire choices. Those are not the same lovingly iron jeans that the cool dad is known to come out with. Big Samoan drop. And meanwhile, the golden costume that the Power Cat has chosen as opposed to his regular orange attire, the Tabby Cat has now been swapped out for a Super Saiyajin Cat. I'm not entirely sure what breed he's going for, but the Power Cat clearly trying to flaunt some sort of wealth over the cool dad, who's a blue-collar sort of wrestler, setting him up on the top ropes, goes for a punch, goes for a second punch, and knocks him right down. He could have gone for a devastating superplex, but instead goes for the stomps. The superplex is not personal enough for what the cool dad's looking for. And now he's telling the crowd to bring it, support him, come on everybody! He's telling him that this is the most important match of his life. If he does not win this match, it's the last match of his career. And the Power Cat knows that, and the cool dad knows that. Trading blows here, trying to gain some semblance of an advantage. Goes for an arm wringer, goes for the go behind, and an elbow to the spine. Power Cat going with his own blows, getting in some blows of his own. Taunting in his own right, trying to possibly goad something out of the cool dad Don Crenshaw, setting him up on his shoulders before getting him in a, I think he's going for backpack stunner. Power Cat targeting the neck of the cool dad, potentially counters that counter hit into a headlock, and now he's got him in a very bad position. Goes for a clothesline, no, misses. Big back body drop. Signals him up again. And I think that's time for the spine buster, it's right. The Power Cat could be saving up a powerful signature maneuver here, and he is! The feliner! Sends him slamming down onto the mat, and now I think he's gonna go for a pinfall. This could be the end for cool dad Don Crenshaw. That was a knockout blow, but I don't think it could be. He still has a lot of fight left in him. One! No, he kicks out at one! And tries to go for a clothesline, but no, a modified Luthez press. Instead of waylaying him with blows like we saw in the Randy Orton match, no, he chooses to slam his head against the mat. Oh no, he's got him set up for the Power Cat slam. Sends him right down onto his spine. That's his finishing maneuver. This could be the end of the match right here. 1, 2, no! Cool Dad's not going down that easy. Even if this is his final match, he's not going to let himself go out from a single Power Cat slam. Goes back to the stomp. That could be that aggression I was talking about. Could it get the better of the Cool Dad here? I'm not sure. But what is sure is that he's back in control. Goes for a blow, but he misses. But still, ends up putting the Power Cat right where he wants him on the outside. Blows exchange, goes for a headlock here, but no, reverse. As the Cool Dad rings the arm. Tries to go for something here. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. They're next to our two big fat men. I want to keep them safe, and a big float over swinging neck breaker. Onto the mat, that's going to hurt a lot more, like that elbow drop. There's no cushioning to absorb it. That's the floor and the power cat. That's all he's aiming for. More stomps. He's absolutely vicious. He does not want the power cat to be in any shape to compete. Even if he loses, he does not want the power cat to ever have to compete again. Big Samoan drop, another Samoan drop on the outside. And what is the Cool Dad doing? Tearing apart the announce table. He's picking up the power cat and he's launching him into the table, setting him up. What's he going for? I think he's going for it. I think he's going for timeout. He is. Dude Buster. Dude Buster onto the announce table, crashing the back of the neck down onto that concrete. There's no padding to protect him. That is brutality right there. That shows you exactly what Cool Dad thinks is on the line here, going back into the ring. What is he? Oh my God, he stopped the count. He was afraid the power cat was going to get counted out after that big maneuver on the outside, so he went back in to restart the count. The count's back at, I think, 2 or 3. He doesn't want this match to end by count out. He wants this match to end on his terms. Power cat waylaid with blows on the outside, slammed into the steel ring steps, but it's not enough to stop him from a counter maneuver, a double axe handle to the shins, as the Cool Dad maintains control, but not for long, as the power cat is whipped back into the ring. And it's back into the rings, folks. We don't have to worry about a count-out loss for either of these men. We're back into the ring, and it's going to end by pinfall or submission. Big super atomic drop right onto the grundle of the power cat. Goes for the pinfall off it, gets a 2 count if the match had ended by the big grundle slam. I don't know what would have happened to this institution. I think wrestling as a whole might have needed to go on hiatus. Big side Russian leg sweep. Power cat on the defensive as the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw seems to be mounting more momentum. But I speak too soon. No. Cool Dad now waylaying the back of the power cat's heads with blows. And now exchange of blows seems to end in the Cool Dad's favor as he goes for a high-angle back body drop, back suplex, and more stomps. You can tell he cannot contain himself anymore. He wants to unleash all of his hatred, all of his anger and frustration onto the power cat. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most intense and brutal matches I've ever seen. Back suplex into a jackhammer. And now he's taking a page out of his book, slamming his head into the mat. They want to create some lasting damage here. They don't want to let either man leave the ring the same way they came in. Going for a headlock, no. Reversed. And a big belly-to-belly overhead suplex from the Power Cat. That's why they call him the Power Cat. He can do those moves like nobody else. Elbows to the tendons, the shoulders, the trapezius. That could disable a lot of bigger lifting power moves. But no, an elbow right to the nose sets him up for that big swinging slam. And again, he goes for those stomps. He cannot help himself. I don't blame him. There's a lot of frustration that needs to be gotten out in this match. And it's their last chance to do it. One person's last chance as he goes for a hangman's guillotine. Cutting off wind flow. Cutting off air to the windpipe. Cool Dad Don Crenshaw now being whipped into the corner. What does the Power Cat have as he staggers to the corner? Knife edge chop. You can hear it all around the arena as he shoulder barges repeatedly into the corner. And now just rubbing his knee into the face of the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw. Seems he's a bit winded, a bit jaded. He doesn't know exactly what to perform next as he dodges a punch, but eats another one as he praises his kids and hits the next punch. Dedicated that punch directly to his kids as he shoved it directly in the Power Cat's face. Beckoning him forward for another attack. The two seem to be trading blows, evenly matched, but the Power Cat breaks it first as he goes for the go behind. And another back suplex. Slams him down with authority. Looking down at the Cool Dad. Oh, but he's just sizing him up for more slams. Cool Dad's trying to get up for some sort of comeback. Could he get it? Manages to wrangle the Power Cat. Whips him into the ropes. Another Samoan drop. A classic move in the Cool Dad's repertoire. And he seems to be going for the pinfall off it. 1, 2, no! It was a close call. It was a really close call, but it just was not enough. Whipped into the corner. Clothesline, no, misses. And a big belly bump. Power Cat's hyping something up. I don't know what he could be going for. He could just be taunting the crowd. He could be taunting the Power Cat. I'm sorry, he could be taunting Cool Dad. He could be taunting his kids. No, Spine Buster. Spine Buster from the Cool Dad. That's one of his signature maneuvers. He's in a bad way. You can see that really rattled Power Cat down to his core. Setting him up on the top rope. What could he be going for? I think he's going for it. It's all the telltale signs. You can smell it. You can see it coming. It's a big superplex off the top rope. Goes for the pinfall. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. What gutsiness. What fortitude from the Power Cat Jeff Winslow to withstand a superplex like that and still get up for more. But you can see that it's clearly taken its toll. He's going for these brutish power moves. What he needs is the technique if he wants to take down the Cool Dad, Don Crenshaw. Speaking of Cool Dad, he's managing to get back some blows, dazing the Power Cat, kicking him in the gut. But the Power Cat's starting to mount a bit of a recovery there. But Cool Dad gets him in a headlock, reverses, kick to the gut. And did you see that? He peeled him directly over his head, grabbing him by the neck. That's the power Cat's been showing, and now he's just simply running the ropes, showing he's still got plenty of life left in him. Another big belly bump sends the Cool Dad directly down, and again, goes slamming the back of the neck directly down onto the mat. That cannot feel good. That's a very painful position to be in. As he now whips Cool Dad into the corner, bounces right off it. Cool Dad counter, sends him into the corner, and a big clothesline. These two, this is not a technical wrestling match, this is a fight. It's a more controlled version of what we saw at the Muscle Dream Impact League. Counters his elbow with a knee to the gut and a big float over DDT. Both men have been throwing bombs the entire match. Samoan drops, Luthez presses. There's no telling what we're going to see next, but we do see a scoop slam. Scoop power slam right there from the power to the Power Cat from the Cool Dad, Don Crenshaw. We're now reaching our 2 of our broadcasts here. We want to thank everybody for being here, supporting the Bumbles and Rumbles as long as you have. An incredible show of fan support to be here for such a long match, and for that we thank you. But who would want to miss a match like this that shows the conclusion of a rivalry that's been brewing for potential decades in the making? These two getting on all their animosity as the Power Cat whips him into the corner. Spears the Cool Dad directly into his gut. He's going for another running maneuver. Knee to the face! I'd say if we're going for like a tail of the tape, who scored the most points during this match? Again, I can't say. That move just sort of might have evened it up. No man has really gotten the advantage over the other throughout this whole match. The Power Cat's moves have taken the Cool Dad down, but with those swinging DDTs and Samoan drops and blows like this, that superplex we saw definitely changed the dichotomy of the match in a big, big way. Now he's choking out the Power Cat with his knee in the corner. What could we be seeing next? What do these men have left? We saw him go through the announce table, and we saw a Power Cat slam. But who's going to get that next finishing maneuver? I predict the next finishing maneuver will be the ending of this match, and hopefully we won't have to see the end of the Cool Dad, Don Crenshaw, and we will see the end of the vindictive Power Cat. Although, if he goes for moves like this, that big suplex, it could go in the way that none of us want to see, an ending that none of us anticipated because we just couldn't bear to think about how horrendous it would be to be without our dad. Explode over DDT, takes down the Power Cat again. What could he be going for? I'm not sure where the match goes from here. Are they too winded to hit their finishing maneuver? In which case, they gotta find another way to end the match. A submission move or a big German suplex? Tosses him over his head like a sack of potatoes. Oh, and an elbow to the back of the head. That's a knockout blow. As is that. That could really hurt somebody. Really do a lot of damage, which is what the Power Cat's exactly going for. Reverses whatever the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw was going for into his own maneuver. Whipping him into the ropes. Could he be going for something here? Another Luthez press. Slamming his head viciously against the mat. You hate to see moves like that, so brutish, but so effective. Kick directly to the penis. I know it's legal in the Bumbles McRumbles, but you just gotta have a little bit more class than that. Cool Dad reverses a punch, dedicates his punch to his kids. Knocks the Power Cat directly off his feet. And he's telling him to get up, come for it, bring it. Gets him in a headlock, reverses for the go behind. What's he going for here? A guillotine neck breaker onto the knee. Are we seeing the Power Cat take back control here? Possibly. Or the Cool Dad could have just been winded for a second. He got his second wind. Or maybe that second wind has come to pass with a big belly-to-belly suplex. Like that, anything's possible. A big belly bump as the Power Cat taunts Cool Dad Don Crenshaw. And, oh my God, they meet face to face as the Cool Dad sets him up, but no, Power Cat lifts him up and tosses him. Counters the knife edge chop, goes for a kick to the gut. Has him in a headlock, goes for a big scoop slam. I think this could be it. I think that the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw has everything he needs to win this match. But the Power Cat going for those blows, you can't count him out yet as he goes for another Luthez press. I'll tell you what, he's found his move that's working for him and he's going to the well quite a few times. It's just about which move is going to be the one. Who's going to attempt the next pinfall? I think that could play a lot into it. That's a feliner! It's a feliner. That's the setup to the Power Cat slam. Are we going to see it? If it is, I think we could be seeing the end of the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw. Oh no! He's got him set up. Escape! Cool Dad, no! Cool Dad! He's got him up! Power slam! Oh my God, no! He goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3! Oh no! Oh no! You can hear the crowd stunned into silence. Nobody expected a result like this. The Power Cat has just vanquished Cool Dad Don Crenshaw from the Bumbles McRumbles. And the Cool Dad's hurt. You can see him here being attended to by our paramedics. Yes, that's right. We're seeing them come down to the ring right now. That is down in the ring right there. You can see him being taken out, being carted to the backstage area. Yes, that is Sonic and another Sonic. I don't know what to say, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for attending this event. I'm sorry it had to play out this way. But say your goodbyes. The Cool Dad Don Crenshaw is gone.